Did you know Manchester City's recent struggles might just expose the cracks in their title defence? This is part 2 of my analysis on Manchester City, and as I mentioned from the start, if Manchester United chose to attack, City would have found opportunities. But when United sat back defensively, City struggled to break through, and things went south before half-time. City's lack of bench depth meant they had to capitalise early, but they didn't. Right from the kickoff, United hit the crossbar from a corner, and for the next 20 minutes, they showed real attacking intent. During my live commentary, I emphasised that City needed to seize these moments. They had slightly more chances, but defensive errors early on disrupted their ability to build from the back and control the game in an open style. Young defender Max Alane was particularly shaky, giving the ball away multiple times, though United failed to punish those mistakes. Even as the game remained fast-paced, City had their own issues. Rodri, for instance, made several errors and only looked better when United dropped deeper. But as United tightened up, City's attack faltered. Jérémy Doku was constantly under pressure, and Erling Haaland found no joy against Harry Maguire, let alone Lisandro Martinez. He was completely outmatched. Haaland's recent form has been shockingly poor, nowhere near his performances from a couple of months ago. Both he and Phil Foden were virtually invisible, which is why many hoped new signing Antoine Semenyo could make an impact. However, in such a high-stakes match where wing play is crucial, his lack of positional awareness and tactical understanding became glaringly obvious. Time and again, Doku was double-marked and couldn't break through, so the ball had to be switched to Rodri in midfield. But when Rodri looked to the right, Semenyo was often nowhere to be found, not stretching the play wide as he should. City's title-winning formula has always relied on quick switches of play. If one side is blocked, Rodri's world-class distribution finds a teammate in space on the opposite flank, leading to one-on-one situations and crosses from the byline. This game showed how many times that failed because Semenyo wasn't in the right positions. Why? At Bournemouth, Semenyo was used to quick transitions. Whenever there was a chance, he had to attack immediately. But at City, play is more patient. If Doku gets the ball, he might not go straight for the cross. He could recycle possession. Semenyo's habit of rushing into the box too early disrupts the build-up. He needs to time his runs better, waiting until Doku actually reaches the byline before making his move. This adjustment is far more demanding than what he was used to at Bournemouth. In short, he's still adapting to the finer details of playing for a top team. His dribbling, shooting, and one-on-one ability aren't the issue. It's his off-the-ball movement. This game against United exposed it completely. As for Pep Guardiola, why didn't he address this at half-time? The problems were clear in the first half and worsened in the second. But as I explained during the live stream, City had so many issues to fix in those 15 minutes that there simply wasn't enough time to coach Semenyo individually. Teaching a player when to make runs, when to hold position, it took a full year to drill that into Raheem Sterling. Explaining the theory alone would take hours. 15 minutes wasn't enough. Can we blame the African Cup of Nations? Everyone knew when AFCON would start and how many players would be missing. As for injuries, City's best spell this season came when they played fast, quick transitions, fluid attacking movements, and individual brilliance. It wasn't during Rodri's dominant phases, but when Rico Lewis played as the defensive midfielder. Fast play brought better results, more points, and prettier goals. Lewis suits that high-tempo role, which is why he was so important. Now, with Rodri back in a slower system, the flaws are showing. There's some truth to this, but it's only part of the story, about 1/3, with 2/3 still unaccounted for. A couple of months ago, I praised certain players for their individual brilliance, like Rayan Cherki's magical touches. But even then, I had concerns. I'd never seen City play this fast, not even in Guardiola's first season. Suddenly this season, they're playing at an unsustainable pace, and the physical toll was always going to catch up. Now, in the second half of the season, fatigue, poor form, and injuries have hit hard. That earlier strong run was essentially borrowing from future performances, and now they're paying it back. AFCON has made things worse. Players like Doku, Haaland, and Foden, who were in great form, have all dropped off. I said it before. Having everyone fit at the same time is risky, because when they all dip, there's no one to step up. Rotation would have been smarter. That's why I agree with one point made by Ruben Amorim's supporters. City's current form is terrible, but why? It stems from experiments, Guardiola trying a style he rarely uses at City. This season's new approach has proven that possession-based football remains king. With the Champions League restarting, there's no time for gradual adjustments. Even in the FA Cup, they kept pushing for more goals, as if scoring 5 wasn't enough. They wanted 10. It reminds me of that one season under Jurgen Klopp where Liverpool led by a huge margin early on, playing all-out attack, only to crash out of the Champions League immediately. So, what about the second half of this season? City might have to prioritise the Champions League, letting the Premier League slip further away. Thankfully, Arsenal failed to beat Nottingham Forest last night. But if City keep playing like this, catching up will be tough. Even with new signings like Marc Guéhi and Semenyo, these additions only patch up weaknesses. They don't elevate the team to a higher level. Meanwhile, Arsenal have already reached that next level, with fewer injuries and a healthier squad. The schedule is similarly packed. City still have the EFL Cup, FA Cup, and Champions League. When will their form improve? They need a break, but with fixtures coming thick and fast, rest is scarce. Unless returning AFCON players provide more rotation options, something Arsenal are already doing. Over time, City's chances of closing the gap look slim. Their recent resurgence was just a short-term fluctuation. The gap will widen again. So, if you ask me, even with Semenyo and Guéhi, these signings won't make a huge difference. Maybe City should focus their energy on the Champions League. Their fast-paced style could still work. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. Bye for now.